Mystery Tarkov Marathon Extraction Blend. Fragmentary Order raises questions. This is an article from Paul Tassi. This was actually brought to my attention yesterday. At this point, it seems like the new Battle Royale, which was the new arena shooter, is now the extraction shooter, the PvP, PvE, or PvPvE concept of loading into a map, killing things, getting loot, and extracting without being killed yourself. Now there's a new player on the field in the form of Fragmentary Order. We think maybe this whole thing is very weird. Yeah, if you guys didn't know we were in an extraction bubble, keep in mind we just covered the article last week that Disney is making an extraction game. Now, Fragmentary Order, already being called Starforge by many, debuted a 7-minute cinematic trailer yesterday, dropping from a new... Hold on, let me just go look at the gameplay. Hold up, they dropped a trailer? Love you, Paul. I'm gonna take a look at this. All right, let's see what this thing is all about. All right, let's see if we should even be excited.
This would not have been possible without our vision. Our forefathers have guided great leaders of the earth throughout the ages. Now it is our time to lead humanity further on. We are the core of all rationality.
Мая 1986 года. Объект заказ 6. Системная проверка оборудования. Запись ведется инженером спецсвязи 4-го кольца Воронцовым Леонидом Григорьевичем. 7-й, да. Передайте начальнику смены данных. Подготовка идет полным ходом уже 2 года. Постоянно наблюдаются движения в погрузочном секторе.
You could say it all started with a flash. A moment that changed the course of history, although no one knew about it. During the years of strife, many turned to the most primitive ways of solving problems. Everyone for themselves is what it was. We had to change it. It took many years and a lot of effort to make everyone come to terms, our terms. Not everyone agreed, and they suffered for it. But most took it as a salvation. A new world order was established.
The peace treaty is currently being concluded under the leadership of the Corps.
With the help of Corps reestablishment structure, although the land was tired to keep life on it. That's why Corps created the purification program, and each of us can participate.
And then, the great industrialization began. A relentless process that endures to this day, forging a vast reservoir of innovation that propelled production volumes and quality to unprecedented heights. We had to move forward. The only logical solution to saving humanity was space and its resources. But we were barely ready for it. Yet, something happened.
We appear to be...
Was it foreseen? Or was it a miracle? Only the forefathers know.
Atmospheric seal confirmed. Prepare for infill.
Our guidance made humanity united, gave them purpose, but did not remove the greed or old grudges. Yet, it gave just enough to make almost everyone move into the future. The new golden age of humanity has started. We have left our old cradle behind and head for the unknown, ready and dedicated. We removed our old boundaries with advanced core technologies.
Contact.
Battlecruiser 04.
We started the Renaissance to last forever.
Confirming backup trajectory for Mars Uno. We're maintaining 300,000 clicks trailing position as instructed. Established on the glide 4.4.
Copy, Buzzard. Priority vessel Mars Uno. Green across.
Old disagreements, old ideologies. To contest that, humanity has risen to levels unreachable before.
No one expected them to act that way. When we were given the responsibility of developing this colony, no one expected those PCF thugs to start attacking everybody. It's like they were happy before we came. Huh? We will pacify them. Our forces are more than capable. I'm sure.
We build a better place for us and future generations. We are the core that keeps you in belief.
They helped us build it. We didn't fucking do anything. Earn real money around the system sitting on a fucking island.
He's leaving the table. This is Kari.
Learn how to work.
We built the world on truth.
Units are being dispatched to contain the situation.
Decency. And faith in humanity.
Next time, order better toys and mod your damn repent.
What is this? Oh, is this shells and runners?
Get the fuck out of here.
Now is the time to wait and see. We will be here, guiding, protecting. That is our mission.
I would like to see some gameplay. But all right. We ride. Okay, so back to Paul's article on this. So 7-minute cinematic trailer yesterday dropping from the new studio Rant Gaming publisher Core, the latter of which is also the name of the villainous corporation in the game. They're both new to the market and according to Games Beat piece, coming out of stealth and not revealing who is behind those entities yet. There was early speculation that this was a new game from the Tarkov creator studio, forcing the head of the Battlestate Games, Nikita Bayanov, to say that this has nothing to do with either Battlestate or Tarkov. Though he also said that yesterday was a special day and retweeted the game's trailer. So no one really knows what's going on. The word extraction is not uttered aloud. The creators say death is a cost and risk is an investment, implying those mechanics. And reading the description of the game, you would say it sure sounds a lot like another recent extraction entry. In Fragmentary Order, you're in a sci-fi interplanetary setting where you as a player work with the corporation to remote control combat clones on the hunt for biomechanical upgrades. Well, that's just... it's extremely similar. Replace clones with robots, and you have the concept of Bungie's Marathon, which released early last month. Very quickly, you'll see that this is essentially the anti-Marathon in tone and aesthetic. However, no bright colors or hyper-stylized aesthetic, gritty and more gritty. A much more traditional shooter look, for better or worse. The trailer jumps around quite a bit, from some sort of apocalyptic Soviet accent in the 80s to Corporation Core rebuilding the world and making VR headsets, to eventually leaving the planet and now fighting wars against a resistance of some sort. I thought I saw an alien ship in there too for a second. This is of course reminiscent of the UESC versus MIDA and Marathon, and if those are aliens as a third party, well, it has that too. Participating in the early Fragmentary Order test involves going to the website core.gg and completing a bunch of odd beta task to get on board and get selected. This whole thing is very strange, but unique, I suppose. There are some rumblings that this may have something to do with Web3, the blockchain, which could certainly be eyebrow raising considering how widely disliked and immensely unpopular those are in mainstream gaming, but that remains unconfirmed. I'll say this, they've certainly gotten my attention to see exactly what's going on here. Interesting. I don't know anything about this. What is this? Well, I don't know much about blockchain other than it's constantly peddled by my crypto guys.
Bruh, we can have some goddamn balls. What does Matt Damon say on that Bitcoin commercial? Fortune favors the brave.
My dad said he listened to Matt Damon and lost all his money.
Yes, everyone did.
Yo, NFT. Oh, this ties into NFTs? I thought that shit died. Didn't we kill that with fire? NFT and blockchain as technologies are not inherently bad. No, I mean, I get fundamentally about blockchain. It's supposed to be more secure, traceable, trackable, whatever. You know what I mean? It's so interesting though, because NFTs just seem more like, how can we charge you for a bunch of bullshit that doesn't exist, but we can pretend it exists? You know what I mean? That's what I got from NFTs. Tell me if I'm wrong, but you can resell. Yeah, you know how many people got fucked over that? People that actually like bought NFTs. Look. Here's the thing, man. And by no means am I a great investor, but I do try to steer clear of things I can't fully comprehend. NFTs was one of those things that I just couldn't fully comprehend. Regardless of this last point, I think the main thing is this, guys. Are you interested in this game? Yeah, I don't know. I will say it's hard to trust cinematics. You know what I mean? Because it could be the most ballin' cinematic in the world and then the game just ends up being nothing like it. So I normally pull the trigger on video games after I've seen gameplay. Like just the raw gameplay. What does that look like? What does this look appealing? And that's when I pull the trigger. It's cool. I like the world they're trying to present here and what they're building here. We definitely are in an extraction bubble, but that doesn't mean that. I mean, you've seen how Arc Raiders blew up. You know, obviously others are trying to continue to capitalize on that, and look no further than Disney making their extraction. As crazy as it sounds, I'm actually more interested in the Disney extraction than anything else, because I'm just like, what characters are we going to play as? Extractions are so boring, and this is my guess. This is my best guess to why everyone is making an extraction. And I believe it's because you don't have to rethink the wheel and you don't have to sustain the game outside of its seasonal bringings. And so if you can just get a community on board with you resetting them seasonally, and a lot of it is just kind of the same stuff. They'll introduce different things, right? Season to season, but a lot of it's, you know, kind of the same shit. What you really get out of that situation is a very sustainable model for developers. I come from the world of MMORPGs, RuneScape being one of them. And for us, we like forever. I like forever games. Like I like being able to play a game for thousands and thousands and thousands of hours and continually progressing my character and just having endless things to do forever and ever. And you know what I mean? Just goes on and on and on. Some of my people here that play World of Warcraft, same thing. Final Fantasy 14, same thing. Destiny, in a lot of ways, same thing, until Destiny got so big that it started cutting out shit. And so that was the problem with Destiny. Yeah, but RPGs are nice. Extraction shooters are boring. Well, then you have the other side of things. You know, you have your ARPGs, you have your Path of Exiles. I really like the seasonal resets for PoE. I get with it. And so it's like certain games I can get with, certain games I can't. Extraction modes, we'll see how the marathon reset is going to go. But it's a space that a lot of developers are really getting into, and a lot of publishers are just pushing in that direction. Arc Raiders, I think, just put fuel on the fire that, hey, there's a massive market here. You know, there's a lot of opportunity to make a lot of fucking money. So it's interesting. Cool cinematic. That's all I can say from this. Cool cinematic. I don't know, unless we have gameplay. Does anyone have any gameplay at all? Has any of that been shown, or is it just purely cinematics? Don't support this game, please, Cross. Look, guys, I'm very naive. I don't know anything about Nikita or the battle state or Tarkov backing here or whatever relation to that. Also don't want you guys, like, not saying that I don't trust y'all's opinions or maybe even stated facts, but I'll have to do my own research because I just don't know. You know what I mean? You could be talking shit about someone that deserves to be, you know, talked about in such a way, or my man could be a saint. I don't know. I will say I don't know the time frame of this game coming out, but is this something that they're saying could potentially come out this year? So when you approach the end of the year, that's kind of a massive blast zone with GTA 6. Tarkov is a huge pioneer, not gonna lie, but pioneers are usually awkward. And other developers are lucky that Tarkov came out. Gamers, not so lucky. None of the game's official media mentions that it's an extraction shooter. Okay, all right. So you're saying that it's a chance it could be something else? Okay. We'll see. We'll see. If Delta Force didn't blow up as an extraction shooter, I don't think any other extraction has a chance. I thought Delta Force did pretty good. I thought it held really good numbers. Delta Force as well, mainly China though, I think. Delta Force sitting at 98,000 on Steam right now. That's pretty good, dude. What? Look, man, we gotta really like analyze what is deemed successful. You know what I mean? Like if you're holding those kind of numbers, that's fantastic. There almost 100,000 concurrent players. People are like, dead game. Shit game. Must be shit. Must be shit. Must be ass. It's bots. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This is I actually have wondered if we could enter a world where publishers, of course, they, you know, it would never be tied back to them. But like if publishers would try to pump up their numbers for concurrence by putting bots into its player base. You know what I mean? Really just amp up the numbers. I'm not saying that's what Delta, I have no idea, dude. I played Delta one time. I enjoyed it. I had a good time playing it. You know, I'm interested in the Disney Extraction game. I'm also interested in Exoborn. I'll probably stick around for Marathon. My thing with Marathon and Bungie is like, I'm curious to see how because Bungie's, I feel like they're just not going to give up. They're not going to give up. Even if Marathon's numbers just went to absolute shit, I just don't think they're going to give up. But my question is how badly will this affect Destiny? I mean, it's already affecting it and it's going to kill the studio. I mean, personally, I think Destiny is the better horse to bet on. Not Destiny 2 though. Let me give you my rankings. At the very top, Destiny 3. Best thing Bungie can invest in. Under Destiny 3, Destiny Classic. You get Destiny Classic in there. And then under that, I would probably put Marathon and Destiny 2 as a tie. I can't choose one or the other. Look, everybody in here talking shit about a Destiny Classic. Someone literally redeemed 5 million eggplants. They want us to go play Destiny 1 all the way through again. D3 is definitely in the future. The problem is will Sony okay a D3? Will they fund it? I don't know. I will say this, come May, was it May the 8th for Sony's next earning call? We are actually going to be live for that. We will be live for it. We will be listening. I'm really curious to see what Sony has to say really about Bungie entirely. You know what I mean?
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.